there, crafty friends. This is Grace, and welcome to process video number 61 for me, entitled Junior Rangers. This is going to be based off of a sketch again. As you know me, I love my sketches because they are a great foundation for all my layouts. And this sketch is going to be from Stuck Challenge blog, and of course I'm going to post a link to their blog on the description below. I am starting off with this pattern paper. It's kind of a chevron green from a paper pad that I had got from Michael's. It's a Craftsmith paper pad, and it just had a bunch of just not random, but just regular. It's not a themed paper pack, so it had just patterns, different kinds of patterns, which I love because even when I do make themed layouts, I don't normally go for, the ones that had all these, like if it was a Halloween, the ones that have all the Halloween stuff. I like my kind of regular or general type of pattern paper. I guess that's what I'm trying to think. And then for the scallop, I used an EK Success scallop punch. I haven't used it in a while, so I thought I bust that out. And then I'm also using these washi. It's kind of a gold accent washi that has a boy and a girl type of image on there, and I got that from Freckled Fawn. So this is a fairly fast layout for me. I think I got it done in like 20 minutes or 25. It was super fast, which is always a plus, being that I have a baby, and well, he's 11 months now, so he's going to be a year old, but still, time for me is of the essence. So I always love making layouts that are within 30 minutes and below. And I'm going to be using this. This is actually my homemade stencil. I used a cut file from Silhouette, and I cut a bunch of stars. And then when I pulled out all the stars, I thought, oh, you know what? This is a really nice negative spot. And so I've just kept it. And I just printed that out, cut that off of with a cardstock. So it wasn't a heavy type of paper, but it is working well. As you saw earlier, I've used it a few times. So that is kind of like my homemade stencil, and I just wanted to add a few stars on the top and the bottom of the layout. And I'm using a mint green background. It's kind of out of my comfort zone to use a mint green. I do love colors, but not that kind of a bright pastel-y color. But because my pictures were, it had a little bit of dark tones to it, and I did use the dark green for the scallop, but I thought I would lighten it up. I lighten up the page so that it will have a good balance with the darkness of the layout or of the pictures, and also some of the papers. And so I'm using that mint green. So I'm kind of going out of my comfort zone here, but that is the fun part of trying out new things, and just participating in these challenges, is that you try out new things, and then you realize the things that you like, and or things that you don't like, or things that are not necessarily your style, but you can incorporate with your comfort zone. So going back to the layout, these pictures are 3 by 4. So I love to print my pictures on a 4 by 6 canvas so that I can save money on printing. So at Costco, it's 13 cents for a 4 by 6 photo. So instead of me like ordering wallets and all these things, I just love everything on a 4 by 6 canvas and then print it. So I organize them in my Photoshop and edit them and minimize them and all that stuff before I get them printed. But that will be for another video. Going back to the layout, I pulled out those We Are Memory Keepers 6 by 6 paper pad. I think it's called Love Notes. I might be wrong, but it has a lot of the kind of watercolor effect on it, a lot of doodling. It's a really subtle type of backgrounds that they have there, and it's good paper to match with the dark spots in my layout. So I had initially cut out a 2 by 6, two by 6 strips, but then I figured that I can save that other one and just cut out one 2 by 6 in half, since it's just going to go on the edges of my layout. And then I have that doily from, where is that? Just from my stash, and trying to think where that was from. But anyways, I just got that from a I want to say that came from a kit, but I haven't been in a kit club in a long time. So anyways, just from my stash, and then I just added some glue lines. I didn't know how well it would stick with my ATG guns, so I just added the glue lines from glue dots just to make sure that it will be there and it won't come off in a later time. And then I'm just building my layers now. I have this paper, black paper from the same We Are Memory Keepers paper pad, and then I have a few scraps from another page, and then I'm just laying that all together. And basically I followed the sketch the way it has shown. The only thing that I did do was add, well, a couple of things. I didn't add any flowers or leaves, just like what the sketch have. Instead, I'm going to add some hearts. But anyways, and I also added the washi on the bottom because it didn't have that in the sketch. But as you've watched me before, my style is kind of more on the balanced type of layout, and so I like whatever I put on the top I put on the bottom, whatever I put on the left I put on the right, and all that good stuff. So now I'm building up my title, and a little bit about the pictures. So these are just cute pictures of my kids where they had that, we went to Carlsbad Caverns, and over in the visitor center they had this wood that you stick your head in, and then they looked like rangers. So I thought that was cute, and that's why I put Junior Ranger as in my title. And this was in 2012, and my journaling is actually kind of veered away from the um, the pictures. So I kind of journaled about how, because my kids didn't do the Junior Ranger program during this time, but I journaled about how, because my husband and I love the outdoors, and so we're exposing our kids to all sorts of outdoor things that in the future they could be Junior Rangers, or they, when they become an adult, they could be in that kind of field. Not that I want them to be in that field, whatever they choose is fine, but the journaling was focused more on how they're being exposed to loving the environment that we're in, and having respect for the land that we live in, and of course all the animals and all of the plants that we have, and how grateful I am for the beauty of this land that we live in, and glad that I'm able to share that with my children. So that was the bulk of my journaling, which I will handwrite, um, and it will not show on the video. So going back to the layout, I've put in my title and my pictures. I did map my pictures to a darker paper, scrap of paper, just because, so that it will pop out against the white of the doily, and also that light paper on the left side. And then I'm just playing with some of these stickers from the memory planner collection of Heidi Swap, and I'm adding some hearts to the page. I'm going to do some over here on the left bottom of my page, and also on the top. And I think I also add a cork heart to the top one, as well as arrows on the bottom. So I'm sorry it got cut out. I think I was running out of battery for my camera at this time. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.